Hi, I'm Jim, W6LG for Ham Radio Basics. Welcome to my radio room here on Wolf Mountain. Have you ever thought about making a microphone? Have you ever thought about saving maybe a couple $100 by making your own microphone that's going to sound even better than the one you might buy? And in this case, that's really likely to happen. You can take an Electret cartridge, one like this that you can literally you can buy this at a dollar store for a couple of bucks, or you can go to Mauser and order Electret cartridges, probably 25 cents a piece. This one happens to be about 3/8 of an inch in diameter. That one's about 1/4 of an inch. The ones in my cell phone must be even smaller. I have some Electret cartridges in some headphones that they do noise canceling, and they're maybe 1/8 of an inch in diameter. I'm kind of partial to the larger diameter one because it's a little easier for me to work with. And I'll try to bring up a picture of this in the video here so you can see what it looks like. There are two connections on the back side of the Electret cartridge. Ground is pretty obvious because it's grounded to the body of the Electret, so that's ground. The other side serves two purposes. It's voltage in and audio out. So how do you do that? Well, you do it with a blocking capacitor. So you need our coupling capacitor value. The one I used in this microphone was 0.1 microfarads. If you had a 2 microfarad or 1 microfarad, that would be fine. Basically, you're looking for something fairly small. In this case, it could be quite large because I could stick it in the housing. Same thing with these. There's plenty of room for a larger capacitor. Sounds really good. The Electrets have a fairly flat response over the voice range. Our voices for SSB need to be less than 3 kilohertz. For example, Collins used 2.1. The Electret my filters I think are 2.8. Just a real quick step aside for a second. Frequency range from about 300 hertz to about 3000 hertz is great. Anything below 300 hertz is a waste of energy. Your power level is in the lower frequencies, so you need a little bit of boost there, very little, and a lot in the range of a lot of boosting or increase in the range of 1000 to 3000 hertz. So the curve will look like it's got a bit of a bump in the lower frequencies. It dips down in the middle range, and then the highs it rises again. The relationship between those two, about 1/4 of your energy in the lower frequencies and about 3/4 in the high. And you can sort of judge that if you look at it on a scope, or if your transceiver has a built-in equalizer where you can adjust the curves. Back to the microphone. So you need to find the body of a microphone. Maybe you can find one at a Hamfest, a broken microphone that the cartridge isn't any good anymore, or it never sounded any good. These are great. These work okay. You just have to talk into the end of it. I mounted the Electret, attached the wires, put a piece of plastic tubing over it, shoved in some caulking in the end of it just to kind of hold it all in place. I didn't want something to pull loose. Kind of a strain relief. I used cotton balls, so I packed this with cotton balls, shoved in the mic cartridge, and then put a piece of black foam, much like this, over the windscreen just for appearance sake. So I'm going to play a recording made by Bruce, VK4YS, on 20 meters a couple of nights ago, and I just had gotten the microphone going. I hadn't completely adjusted the equalizer, so it was relatively flat, but it sounds really, really good. So I'll play that recording, and you can hear how good this sounds. Cost to do this, the cartridge is $1, the parts are less than $1. The thing to find is this, whether it's a dollar store microphone or something from a swap meet that meets your needs in terms of its physical characteristics. You probably can do the whole thing for $25 to $50. So let's go listen to me making some tests, and that'll be the end of the video. If you've enjoyed this or found it interesting, please subscribe. If you have a question, post that at the end, and give a listen. I think you'll find it really pretty neat. So from here, I'll say 73 and just go to the other video. I'm Jim, W6LG. Thanks for watching.
The point of the video is you can buy this cheap Electret resistor and a capacitor and some wires. Find the cheap housing somewhere, either in a thrift store or at a swap meet or something, like an old D104, and put this Electret in it, and it can sound pretty good. So I'm happy about the way it turned out.